quick live, guys. I've got an urgent question for my American listeners and those in Australia that follow the American politics. I was just listening to Rudy Giuliani. He just put a podcast out today, I think, or yesterday, basically talking about what's going to happen with the electors tomorrow with Mike Pence and how he's going to count the votes. I need a very straight answer from this, from people that understand exactly what's going on. Alright, so there's a contingent election. If you know what a contingent election is, then I want you to answer this question. In a contingent election, you have every state go and put one vote for the state towards who they want to be president. Now, in that case, because that's in the House of Representatives, in that case, you would have a situation where there's a majority of Republican states. There's about 26 Republican states, 23 Democrat states, and one which is sort of a swing. It's a tie state where there won't be a vote. So Donald Trump would win that. My question is this: who elects the vice president? Because according to what I just listened to, with Rudy Giuliani at the 20-minute, 30-second mark in this video, and I'll put the video link in the comments. According to this video, what he said was that the Senate will decide who the vice president is. Can someone confirm that? Because if that's true, I've got some warning bells going off in my brain. If that's true, and I'm not sure if it is, but if it's true, and this goes to a contingent election, and Rudy Giuliani, what he says is right, and the vice president is picked by the Senate, and the Senate isn't Republican dominated, and they end up picking someone that's more Democrat, like Kamala Harris, if we end up in that situation, and we don't get a Mike Pence, and we have Donald Trump as president, that means that they could remove Trump. Because let's not think back to that time. Do you remember that time I posted that thing in October or before October last year, where Nancy Pelosi moved legislation so that they could remove a president if he was mentally unfit, and that could be triggered by the vice president for their health reasons. We thought this was for Trump, but we thought maybe it's actually for Biden. That could be weaponized against Trump if the vice president isn't picked. If the vice president isn't picked and it's not Donald Trump's running mate, Mike Pence. Can someone credible, I don't want to hear the crap from people that don't follow this. If you just get all your information on the US from me, I don't want to hear from you. If you follow this incredibly well, if you're like a John Ruddick who follows this stuff, I need an answer on this. That's crazy. Okay, someone said, Nathan Adlam said, I've heard a few times now, the House picks the president and the Senate picks the vice president. Who do they pick? Who do they pick if the Senate picks it? Who do you think they're going to pick? It's going to have to be someone more in the middle, I guess, right? It's probably going to be like a split. They won't pick Pence. I mean, you've got the do-nothing Republicans, the rhinos, like Mitt Romney, who won't do it. Can anyone answer this? Can anyone answer this question just to confirm it? Because I suspect at this point in time, and I don't want to get this wrong when I go into other people's shows, I suspect that it ends up being... I suspect it ends up being right, that the Senate does pick it. Because when we say House of Representatives, we don't mean Congress. We don't mean Nancy Pelosi, the Democrat-controlled Congress. We mean each state gets one vote. So that's different. So is it also different for the Senate? Or is it actual the federal Senate, where you have, Ted Cruz and Mitt Romney and all of those types? Because if it's that one, Donald Trump's in. That's trouble. That's real trouble. Also, if the Senate picks who the vice president is, and the Senate has a split 50-50, that vice president will be the deciding vote. So if it's Kamala Harris, she could be the deciding vote on all legislation again. That means they could still pack the courts. That means they could still add more states. That means they could still get everything done, even though Joe Biden doesn't win the presidency. I want to know this one, okay? I need to know. And I don't think there's many people on here that are very certain about this. This is why I want to break into the US market a bit more, because I think there'd be a few people who would know the answer. All right. I'm going to tap out. This is only a quick stream. I need the answer to this. And if it's right or wrong, I need you to like the comment, guys, so that it comes to the top. I'm going to go through the comments. I need to know. And if you know for certain, you need to tell me why I should trust you having it right. Someone said, why would Pence be outed as VP? Because what I'm saying is, if this goes to a contingent election and each state gets one vote, the president is picked by the House of Representatives. It's picked by each state gets one vote, and that means Trump gets in. But who votes in the vice president? People are saying it's the Senate. If it's the Senate, this is going to be shit. This is going to be really tight. But look, if you guys want to see my full analysis of what could happen tomorrow, go look on my YouTube. If you can donate, please donate, guys, to continue the show going. But that's what's going through my head right now. Tonight, I'm doing a show with Dougal Cameron. I'm going to be talking about the US election a bit more. But thanks for those tuning in. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next 24 to 48 hours. We'll see what happens.